part 2 of my bench build. Here, Mr. America, Carter, is helping me for a minute. He doesn't get very far. He's got to go take a shower. But I'm putting these casters on. I really like these things. They're the foldy. God, look at that bald spot. That is terrible. Anyway, these new casters are awesome. They're not these Rockler brand or anything like that. They're just Amazon casters. Here I'm trying to get the miter saw station ready. I decided to put it all the way right. If you're looking at the bench right here, it's going to be all the way to the right on the front side. This is just an upright. I go put the kid to bed and throw another support, which is, I mean, a 4x4 is pretty heavy duty. Here I'm making basically a shelf, just a box for the miter saw. This is the bottom of it that I'm putting together. The plywood is the top. But I wanted to make sure it fit all in there. So here I am routing the edges and being dumb, thinking I was going to route through that whole full sheet. So I got the door board and the circular saw out and ran an edge on two sides. Now I'm going to try to figure out where I want to put this thing after I sand it. I just hit it with 80 grit just to knock all the crap off of it. Yeah, it's an ugly piece of plywood, but it's also a shop piece. I don't care what it looks like. This is another 4x4 that I'm cutting to put on the end. I need to have something heavy duty to put hinges, the board that'll have the hinges on it on. And I believe, 6 inches worth of wood right there is plenty. 6 inches, never mind. So that's kind of where the board, that's kind of where it's going to sit eventually. I'm going to have to adjust it to where the top is actually going to be, do a little math. People don't like that. But this is the temporary spot. It's not screwed down, it's just on two little shelves. So, I'm about to mount it. Trying to figure out how wide, how deep, how far I need to put it in. Because this is all going to fold down. It's going to fold straight down so that I can move it out of the way when I don't need it. And I can have a huge work surface. All of my tools are going to be flopped down. The miter saw, the lathe, the grinder, the planer, and then the table saw, the router table. They'll both be flush with the top because who cares? They're just flush pieces. Here I'm cleaning up the other side of the shop to prep for taking the lathe right there, the small lathe, not my jet, my little wind lathe, and my wind bandsaw off of that tool bench that one of my patrons got me. Actually, his neighbor was getting rid of it, and he said, Justin would like that. But it's not going to waste. I'm going to use all that stuff. I'm basically resalvaging all this lumber because, good Lord, the price of lumber these days. So, this is just me taking it apart. And next video, I'll have me putting stuff together. Thank you, guys.